Good morning, team. Hannah Perry, Jen Webush here. We're kind of excited about this one today. Today our focus is core strength and balance. Who doesn't want that? Those are, in my view, the two really important components of your fitness. The essence of fitness is being able to balance standing and lower, so that in your daily life, whatever you have to take on, you're able to keep from being hurt, obviously keep from falling. And then the core strength is, again, every part of your trunk. We're going to hit every part of your trunk, and we have some great exercises for you to do. We'll have a lot of variety in the modifications if you need it, and we'll just kind of plow through and have a great time. So thank you for joining us. Let's just start with our warm-up for sure. Feet can either be together or apart in your anatomic position. Let's just stand for a few breaths, guys. Remember, inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose, because in yoga we want to keep the heat in. We want to warm up internally. And as we start moving, obviously we will warm up the joints and the connective tissue. But this also helps you to focus your mind on your practice today. Try to put away the other activities or the other things that are weighing on you, maybe from life. Use your breath. Fill the lungs, and then take your time on the exhale. Really listen to your breath. Let's take two more like that. Feel a nice, relaxed position in your shoulders, lifting up out of the floor, but opening the chest and feeling tall and long in the spine. Add a couple of breaths, arms coming up, inhale, and then slowly on your own breathing time, guys. Should feel good to kind of wake up the body here if this is the first thing you've done today. Good. Looking right and left, just stretching the neck. And then let's take the ear to shoulder. Still maintaining that nice connection in the trunk of the body. Start getting the feel of what that's like, because that is going to be where we're focusing today. So you don't have to feel like you're holding your breath when you engage your stomach muscles. You just want to feel like everything's active, and it'll happen. Let's take a vinyasa just to continue to our warm-up. Inhale, slight back bend, just to tuck those shoulders down, open the chest, feel a little connection in the back. The head doesn't fall backwards, guys. It just, eyes can focus up. And then lift your chest as you come forward, head down. Options, you have your block or a support, head down and forward fold. If you can reach the floor, great. Otherwise, you can have the hands on the shins at first, because we're still, warming up. We need to be grounded and have some contact here. Now inhale to monkey. Remember, we lift our chest, chin up a little bit and squeeze, and then let's drop down. And then just slowly take your time rolling up. Let's do a couple more of those, guys. Inhale, lean back slightly, open up those hips, squeeze and connect in the back, and then reach out. Lift your chest, monkey pose, light shoulders. Exhale, drop in. No tension in the neck and shoulders. Inhale all the way up. Hey, Ray. And let's go again. down we go. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, drop. And rise up. And we'll hold here. Moving on just a little bit, we're going to add our chair pose in. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down. Now inhale to monkey. Strong through the midsection. Chair pose, arms are forward, or if your shoulders are not quite ready, you can take them back. Long spine. So note core muscles in. Sometimes in chair we tend to overarch and put a lot of load on our low back. So I want you to really practice that because we're going to spend a little time here today. And rise up. Slight back bend. And forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest, monkey pose. Chair, arms forward or back. You're back on the heels there. You have balance on the four corners of the feet. And rise. Let's do one more, please. Up we go. Open. Lift your chest. And chair. And rise up. And release and shake out a little bit. Spending a little time in chair. We have a real variety for you today. Core strength, balance, strength in the whole trunk. So we're going to start with twisting chair. Hannah's going to work on a one-legged chair. And you can try that if you like. So we'll just come on up here, feet about your own hip width apart if you like. You can hit the chair pose with both feet together. It is part of yoga. You can hit the chair pose like this. If you feel more engaged by gluing the legs together, you can do it that way. It's your choice. So let's sit into the chair pose. So push your hands straight back so you really engage your back. Palms back, yes. Then swing the hands underneath into your namaste. But keep that nice feel in the back. So let's take the left elbow and twist to the right. You want to keep the hips square, coming over here and open, yes. See how open the back is? Very nice. Coming over, shoulders are light, holding, 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 breathing. Now keep strong, come back to chair. Arms forward or back. Arms push back, engage the back once again, come in and switch. Open the chest. Keep the shoulder pulling back on that top arm, very good. The knees are bent, but they're bent the same. So if there's one that's moving one way or the other, your hips are out of alignment. So just a little detail. And then come on back to chair, holding here. And come on out and relax. So we're going to do that again. Hannah's going to do a one-legged chair, more balance, more core strength. Inhale, sitting in the chair. And Hannah, you can just go there when you're ready. We're going to stay in our twisting chair. Excellent. Decide how low you want to go. Just super stable. That looks nice, sis. Come on back to twist, and she can switch her legs. You're going to find you don't have to twist now, but you can. That's a bonus right there. You want to twist with a one-legged chair? Ooh, very nice. And then come on out. But by having the one-legged chair, you know, obviously you have a lot of strength there on the thigh, and you have to really pull up and into that core. So nicely done. Okay, we have another version. There's a pose called crow, and it has many levels. Yeah, I want to get this done first. So we're going to focus on the crow and try to throw that into this chair portion here. and we can work on that down the road as well. So I'm gonna come back into my chair pose and just hold here. So Hannah's gonna sit down. She's gonna take one leg across, the ankle's on the knee, and she's gonna bring her hands straight down to the floor, almost like she's gonna do a handstand or something. So that's the beginnings of crow, where you can stay here. The modification would be just to sit like this. So good, that's your beginning, sis, and then you can come on up and switch legs if you want to. Yeah, go ahead. She's gonna try to go for the whole balance. The knee would be on the elbow, her elbows are bent. Good for you, sis. It's tricky, we're gonna work on it. But there's so many variations and variety of things that you can do in yoga, which is fun to try. Place your body a certain way. You'd be surprised what your body will allow you to do. You just have to work at it. Nicely done. Sometimes one side is stronger than the other. Yeah. Nicely done. So those are just some options. We will revisit this stuff, and which is great. So let's continue on. If you need a sip of water and you've been kind of working here, heart rate's up a little bit, sounds great. Let's move on to our full vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, all the way down. Ooh. Inhale, lift your chest to monkey. Exhale, step back, hips high. Downward facing dog. Now let's kind of walk the heels right down, left down, right down. Bring your elbows close together and stomach muscles are nice and tight. Forward into plank position. Remember, hands are right under the shoulders. If you need to go down to the knees, just do that. Inhale, exhale, come down to crocodile. Elbows go straight back, light hands, and then cobra, shoulders down. Up we go. Nice. Initiate from your midsection. Tuck your toes, come right back up to your down dog. Up we go. Now both feet and hands meet together. Forward fold. Inhale to monkey. Again, chair pose. Rise high. Repeat. Swan dive all the way down. Head down, shake it. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Work where you can, guys. If you find your shoulders coming up to your ears, just push those down. Strong stomach muscles. Forward into plank. You can work through the hands. You can work on the knuckles if you need to, depending on where you are with your strength and flexibility. Crocodile sinks down. Shoulders down and beautiful. Hands at the shoulders. Brace yourself. Come up through your plank, up to your down dog. Both feet, hands together. Inhale, lift your chest. Chair pose. Arms forward or back. And rise high. Beautiful, looks great. Ooh, alrighty. I guess you were right. I should have put that in earlier. So sorry about that. All right. For some standing balance, we'll go into our triangle position, which we've done. And then today is half moon, which is a one-legged balance, pulling up out of the floor. I will show you a couple options. I might go up to the wall. There's a lot of ways you can do it. So let's take one leg forward, come into your warrior position, but your legs are straighter. So you look down, heels are lined up, open up. You've got that nice position there. Feel free to make a couple of adjustments, and you're here. Tall, fingertips pulling up out of the floor. Now tip toward, yeah, there you go, and reach as far as you can side, then come all the way down. And if you need the block, because you don't want to go all the way down to the floor or use a support, you're fine with that. You want to have some grounding, or you just have a little contact there as you come down. Shoulders can be, arm can be right in line there. It's great. Or you can keep the shoulder out. So let's just hold this for several breaths. The work happens pulling up. The work happens out of the floor. Long neck is part of the spine. Now take that down hand, reach it to the wall. Once again, come out, come out, come out, come out, and hold here. So now we'll get into position. You'll be standing on that front leg for half moon. So I will take a couple of positions here. Stay open, take a step, and just hold here. Hip open, shoulder open. Flex the foot rather than point. Flex the foot. So the hand can come down to a support. The arm can continue to go up. You're using the glutes. And of course you're balancing on that down leg. So here's a nice little trick. You can come up to a wall to where you're just barely touching, and then you know that you're not gonna fall. You have a little more security. Arm can be up or down, and you're pulling up out of the floor, and you, by using the wall, you stay open a little bit. That's lovely. Half moon, half moon. Holding a few more breaths, and then come on out and step out of it. So I will switch this way to the other side so I can face the front. We'll do the same exact thing, triangle position. Inhale, exhale, step in, and we'll move into our triangle first. Open the chest, line those heels up, holding nice and tall, and soften the shoulders. Reach to the wall, and the tendency is to shove one hip out. So we really want to focus on staying narrow, staying pulled up and into the center. Arm can be out of it if you need. Take a breath, maybe back off a little bit, and then sink a little deeper as it feels good. Remember, your breath is where you can deepen. You breathe, you calm, you try not to force, you try not to push, you try not to muscle through, but allow yourself a little bit of freedom there. Now take that down hand, stretch, reach to the corners and come up. It feels good just to lengthen the whole body. All right, let's prepare for our half moon. You might find a little stronger on one side or the other. So if you have a support, you decide for that, or you want to go up to the wall. Flex that leg that's going to be active, the toes, and then come on up. Doesn't have to be super high, but you have both legs are active. You're really feeling the balance, the strength on the one leg, and as well as the standing leg is very, very active. Love it. And don't be afraid to, if you falter, if you just step out, you have to do it a few times. Give yourself some freedom on that, guys, because these things are challenging, and it just helps you to know what your body can maybe try, and then come on out of it and release. So we just like to offer all kinds of things. So let's do a vinyasa. I'd like to go through that again. Let's do a vinyasa. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Head down, forward fold. Just let it shake. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Each time you do a down dog, you can try to press your chest a little lower. You can lower those heels, but again, if the heels don't touch, it's fine. Forward into plank, hands are right under the shoulders, and crocodile sinks down, lovely. Inhale, exhale, cobra, and shoulders are down, very important. Abs on super tight, come back up through your plank, up to your down dog, hold. Both feet come toward the front, head down. Inhale to monkey, chair pose, sinks in. And rise up, good. Here we are back in our position here. Let's do a shorter triangle and then we'll go into half moon so you can feel that again. Nice wide stance, you know what you're doing now, so let's really try to get into it. Go right to where you left off last time, however deep you were, and sink in. Feels great. Take a breath, breathing. Love it. Reach out. Now find your way, block or wall. Come on into your half moon. Stay open, stay open. Flex that top leg, open up. Now if it's better for you to keep your eyes down, team, because sometimes turning the head and looking up does really alter the balance. If it's easier for you to look down, feel free to do that. If you can bring your eyes up, great. Love it. And carefully come out. Always come through, then settle down. Yes, we want to take as much care coming out of the pose as we do staying in. Triangle. Switching sides. Make your adjustments. Reach out. Feels good to go to your edge, to give yourself some little breaks if you need to back off on a pose so that you feel good as you're in it. Reach out, come back, make your adjustments for half moon. Open the hip, guys. Open the hip. Block or wall. Demonstrate this on the other side just so you can see. Nice and close to the wall, open. So great, feels good on every part of the body is working right here, lovely Hannah. And then carefully come out of it and step back in and release. Yeah, it's very nice. So very great. Okay, we still have some more to do here on our standing balance. Grab a sip of water. This is going to be warrior seal, which we've done, both feet on the floor, to warrior 3. So we'll start here. Let's take one vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, all the way down, head down. Just go for it. Stretch as deep as you can. You're in your work phase right now, so we're really going to the edges. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Forward into plank. Crocodile sinks. Cobra lifts. Abs on tight, come back up. Nice. Both feet together. Inhale to monkey and chair. Back on the heels. And come on up. Great. Warrior seal. So let's take one side. This is the one that's usually a preparation for warrior 1. The hips are facing forward. The arms shoot back. The body is long from the head to the tailbone. So you're here. You have that 45-degree angle on the back foot. That looks great. Knee over the toe, and you're holding here. A couple of breaths. So we're moving on to warrior 3 is work here, This leg will be up. The difference is turn the back heels so you're in line. Shift your weight forward, stomach muscles on, and keep the hip in line. So that means you might not go very far, because if you find yourself doing this, what are we back at? We're back at the half moon kind of feel. So arms, if you can, go out in front. Modification, good. Arms can be back, hips are square, and you can just go as far as you can, barely lifting the toe off the floor. Some of us have some issues with feet and hips, but that's your goal right there, spot on straight. Wow, that's amazing. And carefully come on back, step out of it, and hold. Nice and straight. Warrior three. Warrior three. I have another version of that, and I'll show it to you because it's a natural flow. So we're going to go from warrior three to twisting warrior three. You'll like this one. So let's get back into warrior three. So Hannah's going to reach out into warrior three. She's going to take her left hand down to the floor. This is an option. And she's going to open up her other arm. This is twisting warrior three. So now look over to the back walls and twisting your torso. Yes, another option. So much to do in yoga. Now hand down, feet together. Inhale to monkey. Exhale chair. And rise up. So warrior three and twisting warrior three. We'll do it again. Let's come over on the other side. So we'll take the warrior seal pose on the other side. So you're leaning in, but you're trying to keep the hips closed, in other words. So your arms are reaching, your knee is bent first. Nice and long here. Great. Now shift onto that front leg. Keep the hips square, arms can stay back or forward for warrior three, just straight on, tightening the backside, yes, reaching out, nice long from the top of the head to the heel, holding, holding, holding. As long as you can stay. If you fall out, you just come right back in. Modification, if you have to, is just bring it down closer to the floor with the toe. And then carefully come out. We'll just let you come out on this one, Hannah, then we'll go into it. Now we'll add that other component with the twist. Just give yourself a chance to breathe there. Inhale, back to warrior three. Now you'll take your opposite hand down. So yours would be the right hand down now. And then I will use the block. And then you can go here and open up and twist. So it's core strength. Yes. Standing balance, core strength. Love it. Slowly come on down, carefully come out, and just back out of that. So that's another extra one that is awesome. So those are our two standing balances. Now we're going to move to the floor and do some lower balance and core strength here. So let's take our vinyasa when you're ready. Inhale, lift your chest. Swan dive all the way down. Inhale to monkey. Exhale, step back into down dog. And forward into plank. Crocodile sinks and cobra lifts. And then let's just come down and rest a second here. So we're going to go from our tabletop position coming up here in a second. Give yourself a little time to rest. So let's just go into cat and cow. Remember, knees and hips lined up, hands are right under the shoulders, and it's very important. This is a problem. This is a real problem. So pull those elbows in. The reason it is because now I'm in my shoulders and my joints are too much stress. So by pulling in, it's less. So inhale and round to cat. Exhale. Let's take several like that. Then we're going to add some changes here and some strengthening. You know, as you do, that's why we do several rounds of each position, because then you note, wow, okay, I'm putting a little bit too much load on my shoulders. I'm feeling like I'm sinking down and my back is taking a lot of load. So always thinking about readjusting that and pulling up out of the floor so your joints don't take a lot of extra stress that they don't need. Nice, one more time. All right, so this is spinal balance. I'm gonna have you stay right there and I'll go this way. So spinal balance, we've done it before. Opposite leg, opposite arm, and hold right here. So you just have a real nice stretch from there. Now what's gonna happen here is a little challenging. The leg will come out, the arm will come out, and then bring it back in. Same side. Inhale, exhale, and in. You can feel the challenge in changing the position there through your trunk. Beautiful, sis. And back. Let's do two more, please. Open, and it's okay if you wobble side to side a little bit. That's part of finding where your balance is. And come on back, and then hands down and hold. Great. Let's do that on the other side. And opposite arm, opposite leg. And open. Take your time. Inhale, exhale. Love it. One more. Wow, terrific. And then come on back. That's the goal. You want your trunk just to stay as stable as you can. You're trying not to, see if I can, we're trying not to lean over on the bent knee side, you know, sit into it. We're trying to pull up as much as we can and keep everything real stable. That's the core strength. That's the, now knees. If your knees bother you, do roll your mat. Do find some kind of a little support for that, because that can be a little stressful too. Super, super great. All right, then we will come into a really challenging plank series, and I will probably do it on my elbows. So plank walk. Hannah's gonna come up on the plank, and she's gonna walk to the right. Boom, boom, boom with the feet. Oh, feet can go too. The feet can go too, or not. Yes. And then she's coming back. Very challenging. So you can do it from your knees and here, or you can go over like such, as long as you keep your core muscles super, super strong, side to side. You can do it from your knees. Let's come back and relax. Very, very challenging. There's lots of things you can do in the plank position. I'm sure some of you have probably seen some of that out there. As long as you are not putting a lot of load on your shoulders and letting your back sway down. If you feel like your back's starting to take over, and you're in your plank like this, take a rest, come back and relax, or do less, revisit it a little bit, because it can be challenging. Another challenging one, you can either hold the plank, or we're going to do what we call a marching plank. And it's going to come down on her elbows and back up. Very challenging. Don't swing your hips, she says. It's true. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself a little bit on this. And you do as many as you can. When you feel like you're altering your hips, going side to side, then you're done. And if it's too much on the shoulders, again, you're done. Nicely done, kid. Really good. And let's come back into child's pose and just sort of let that rest, because you've been up quite a bit. loose. Some of you, if you're watching this and you have younger children around, it's kind of fun. I've watched my little grandson here do some of the things, and they're so fun because they're so flexible and they can do all this stuff plus a whole bunch more. But maybe involve them a little bit on this. It might bring a little comedy relief anyway. All right, we're gonna come over to the back. Done our planks. I'm gonna back you up again. I don't wanna forget the rotating planks, so we'll give the planks a rest on our back. And we've got 2 more things to do here before we kind of stretch out. So let's take it into a corpse just to let yourself recover. A lot of challenges on this one today, guys. Balance, standing, balance toward the floor, in every different position, core strength. All right, let's bring the legs up. No upper body on this one. If your back says no, please bend your knees. We're going to scissor 2, 3, 4, as low as you can go, and then bring it up. Inhale, exhale, scissor, straighter legs or bent, and rise. Not too much work on the hands, guys. Try to just lighten up here, working here, and rise up. Let's take about 4 more of those. If you have it, scissors down, and rise up. Nice. Breathing, never holding your breath in your core work, or at all, ever, in yoga. Always keep that breath going. And then when you're done, hug your knees and rest a little bit. We'll do another set there. Feel free at any time to drop your legs, guys, and give yourself a nice stretch. Recover in between is wonderful. When you're ready, legs straight or bent. And 4, 3, 2, 1, rise up. 4, 3, breathing, 1, up, and 4. Feel free to bend your knees, and up. 1 more time, and back up and release. Nicely done. Okay, the last one we want to show is really, really great for strengthening, of course, but twisting motions, and we've done a lot of twisting today. Our chairs are twisting in our half moon. This is going to be a plank twist. Hannah's going to do a rotation on one side and then the other. But the reason we like to twist so much for health benefits is for digestive system, to keep everything moving the way it needs to move. It's been a lot of studies in yoga how the twisting and side to side is really helpful to keep the organs moving as they need to move. So let's come to a plank position. You can go either on your hands, or I'll have her also show on the elbows. But for now, come open on one side, arm up, hold there. Now she's going to take that top arm and she's going to curl underneath her body and up, holding for half a second there. And squeeze, come in, very tough. Now drop down to your knees and do just to show a couple. Just the knees, let's try that. Now open, you can do that, and curl in, and open, and curl in, and up. Now, go ahead and come down to the elbow if you even need a little bit more. And open, go clear to the side, and in. So you have a lot of variety. And then she's gonna come up and hold, and curl in. Beautiful, sis. Go ahead and switch sides. She's done a lot on that side. And up, and bring that hand through. Good. And up. Now the other thing you can do is just hold a plank, guys. If that's too much, you're still getting benefit. You still want to go ahead and stay into a plank, feel free. And up we go, nice and tall. Don't be afraid to use those modifications because it's part of stepping stones of getting stronger. Inhale, exhale, love it. You can just feel the contraction in the middle. Nicely done, kid. Let's go on back to just the child's pose and rest. Whew, we've done a lot today. Great. So let's come up and we'll take some stretching on here. Now I'm going to be on my knees again. If you need to roll your mat, I will do that just to show. It feels kind of good. We're going to go camel and extended cat. So your glutes are super tight. Your core muscles are still on if you have anything left at all. Hands like a fist. Bring it back to your back. And then open your chest. Now, I'm going to have you show up. I'll get up and have you help you here. So this is camel in the beginning level. The goal is opening up here, guys, and really getting it. The extra stretch. If you'd like more, she's going to lift high with her body, but she's going to reach for her heels. And there they are, right about there. That's the full camel. You're pushing forward as well as up. Lovely. Come back just to the basic camel. Beautiful. And you're here, right here. So we have to put ourselves in this position once in a while, guys, because a lot of us are over like this quite a bit. Now, extended cat. Arms go back, come down. She's going to shoot her arms all the way out. And her hips are going to stop right here. Now shove your chest all the way down to the floor. And arms go further down, further down, further down, further down. Yes. So there you are. This is a wonderful pose. You can live here. It's so great for your back. All our work that we've been doing here and opening. See how she's opening the chest and the shoulders. And it's so great for the back. Now use your stomach muscles to roll yourself right back up. And then we're going to go to camel. One more time. Either the basic camel where you're here, or if you'd like to do I like to just kind of spot just a little bit first. And then think about pulling up, lifting high. Absolutely great opening. Then arms go down. Swing here. Hips and knees stay in line. I'm going to move you a little further forward right there and lean into it. Again, like I said, guys, you can live here. This is a super, super great place to be. And then use your stomach muscles to carefully come up. And let's come over to corpse pose. We're going to have some quiet moments. You get to this place after a lot of those twisting and standing on one leg. You feel a cleansing sense of relief, renewal, relaxation. I mean, when I'm in this position, I feel hopeful and I feel ready to face my day, my week. So let's just take some quiet breaths, guys. Take a little walk down the body and note how you feel. Sometimes a little bit of emotion comes out because that's part of letting go and surrendering. Your body has been in a physical place of challenge, of fatigue at many points. So by letting go, it does bring up a little emotion, and that's right where you should be. So enjoy that. Respect your limits, guys. Respect yourself, and you'll have much more to give to the others that need you in your life. And that's one thing that we really want to impress as we share these videos, that this is your time, and protect it, and then you'll feel like you are a little more whole and complete to move on and serve and do the things that are important to you. So let's carefully just come up to a sitting now. You can either cross the ankles or you can keep the legs straight. If that's a good position, great, just sit tall. I so appreciate Hannah because she has a real understanding of yoga in the body and a spirit of strength and humility. So it's really fun to be able to do this with her, share this with all of you. Couple of breaths, team. Part of your practice is being still, is allowing yourself to be quiet, to sit and breathe and calm your mind and your spirit. So let's bring our hands in and appreciate all of you for checking in with us. We'll be back. Please enjoy your day. Come back to us. Honor, protection, and respect. Namaste.